we want to solve the polynomial inequality, and I could just graph this. Okay, I could set this to x cubed plus 3x squared minus x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. And I could enter this left-hand side of the inequality into my calculator and graph it and find the zeros if they're rational, right? If they're not rational, that's not going to help me. And so I need to know a better process. And this is a little more complicated than a quadratic, which is why learning the sign charts is very important. I'm going to factor this by grouping. So here's my first group, here's my second group. Oh, this is minus x minus 3. I'm like, oh, that's a problem. Okay. X squared times x plus 3, and then minus 1, x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. And this is x squared minus 1 times x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. And this is x minus 1, x plus 1, x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. And so the boundary points are -3, -1, and 1. And it is very important that you put those in the correct order from left to right. So my factors, x minus 1, this is 0 right here, and it's negative, 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 positive. X plus 1 is 0 at -1. It's negative, negative, positive, positive. X plus 3 is 0 at -3, but it's negative before that and positive afterward. And the product of 3 negatives is negative. 2 negatives and a positive is positive. A negative and 2 positives is negative. Positive and positive and positive is positive. And I want greater than or equal to 0. So I will include all these places where the expression is equal to 0. And I am asked to give my solution as an interval or a union of intervals. So my solution parts, my solution set are this and this. -3 to -1, union 1 to infinity.